Hello,
Martini, shut the fuck up.
This is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all the latest news that happens during the week and answer your questions live. If you have a question you would like to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. Now, today is a really interesting one.
Hello, Martini, shut the fuck
up.
up.
The YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. And we go over all the latest news that happens during the week and answer your questions live. If you have a question you would like to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below. This has been called a lot of different colors, a lot of different things. Now, overall, today is a really interesting one.
Hello, Martini, shut the fuck up.
The YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. Overall, we go over all the different ones that happens during the week and
more of
answer
like
your
an outer
questions
shell.
live. If you have a question you would like
or
to
like a case
ask,
rather,
ask it in
rather
the
than
comment
actual
section
screen.
down
Let me- this
below.
has been called a
And
lot
I will
of
answer
different
it. This
colors,
obviously
a
is
lot of
the best
things.
look of it.
Now,
Just kinda see.
overall,
This
is
is
a
really
really
interesting.
interesting.
Hello,
Martini, shut the fuck up.
Now,
Colors,
the
very
YouTube Tech
legit.
Guy.
It's
Hey
more
guys,
very
welcome to
awesome.
another
And we'll
episode
go
of
over
Mobile
why
Weekly
in a second.
/ Mobile Q&A.
Overall,
And
we
we
go
go
over
over
all
all
the
the different
colors
colors that happen
blue,
to
have
blue on the front.
and more of
answer
like
your
a
questions
silver
live.
silver on
If
the
you have a
front.
question you would like
or
to
like
ask,
a case
just
rather,
ask it in
rather
the
than
comment
actual
section
screen.
down
Let me- this
below.
has been called
And
a lot
I will
of
answer it.
different
This
colors.
obviously is
Yeah,
the
that was
best
cool.
look of it.
Now,
Just kinda see.
overall,
This
is
is
a
really
really
interesting.
interesting.
Martini,
shut the fuck up.
Colors,
The
very
YouTube
Tech
Guy.
Guy. Hey
More
guys,
very
welcome
awesome.
to another
And we'll
episode
go
of
over
Mobile
why
Weekly
in a
/
second.
Mobile Q&A.
Overall-
Go with. Is that better? Hopefully that is better. Let me know in the comment section down below. Is that better now? Is the audio bad still or no? Big echo. How about that? Is that better? Good now? Good now? No echo? Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So everything's good now. Audio's good. Okay, I apologize for the beginning of that for it being bad. So, looks like audio is good now. I will continue from this point on. Sorry about that for earlier. Let's go back to the first one just to go over it so you guys can hear me. So, in the first bit of news, we have basically with the first part, and that is the again, sorry about that, guys. I really apologize for that. Again, I just completely remade my computer, rebuilt it basically from scratch. So a lot of the presets I did weren't there before. So unfortunately, I guess that audio was pretty bad. So I do apologize for that again. All right. Now, with this purple color, what I was asking was if it's real, because overall with this color, it looks more like a case in some instances, and it doesn't look like it's an actual phone. It could be a fake, basically. And so let's take a look at the reasons why I think it's fake. The biggest reason why I think it's fake is because the other colors we are seeing looks like a different color on the front, meaning it is blue is blue. So blue is not a different color at all. It is blue on the front. Silver, silver on the front. Gold is gold on the front. And white is white on the front. However, the purple is black on the front. That's why I believe this one's fake. Overall, there has been lots of rumblings about a purple S8. As far as I know, this is the closest we've got to seeing one. And although this looks legit on the back, it does not look like that on the front. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a real phone or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a real case or is this a real phone? Again, my big thing is all of these are the color that they are on the front, whereas this one is not. All right. That being said, we have some other news, and that is, report says that the S8 could use face recognition in order for mobile payments. Now, there is news that Samsung is leaving iris scanning in some instances, and other news saying that they're going towards face recognition. The thing about face recognition is it's been done, and it hasn't proven that great. We saw it in Android on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus back when it was Android 4.0. That's when face unlock became a thing, and it didn't do well because it could be tricked in a lot of different ways. Has it come a long way since then? You're talking about 3 years since then, or 4 years? It came out with the S3, so actually that would be 5 years. Yeah, 5 years since then. So it's been a while, to say the least. So definitely when it comes to this, I think that, I don't know if I believe this. I believe iris scanning could be it, but I'm not sure about face recognition. And in other news, we also get on the S8 that it could capture at 1000 FPS. What this is a insane slow motion to an incredible degree that we've never been able to see before, except for this phone and a Sony phone that will come out. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to be. It's an interesting concept, but I'm not sure. Also, again, in this article, it actually shows that the iris scanner is getting an upgrade too. Instead of being able to do the standard, instead of just having a regular kind of part of face recognition, it's going to be able to just have a more accurate iris scanner. So interesting to see if it is there, but yeah, I'm definitely, I don't know if it will be more face recognition or if it's going to be more iris scanning, but maybe it'll be a combination of the two. And we also have the official poster for the S8 apparently leaked. And basically it has the phone on the edges and then a big S in the middle, which also kind of looks like an 8 as well without the last part. So it's like an S8. And we get some pre-orders. So for the pre-orders for the LG G6, Phone Arena did this incredible breakdown about showing you the price differences between them. So it looks like overall Verizon is going to be, or no, sorry, T-Mobile will be the least expensive version that you can get for the LG G6. However, overall, they all have a crazy amount of deals. So, for instance, at T-Mobile, you can, at all of them, you can get a Google Home. So every single pre-order for LG G6, you can get a Google Home. For Sprint, you get a 49-inch LG TV. For AT&T, you get an LG Sport for $49, and it's a BOGO. And for Verizon, you get a 43-inch TV. So overall, out of these, I would say if you're not planning on getting two LGs, then Verizon would be the best deal, it looks like, for the $200 trade-in as well. Or Sprint, but since Verizon is cheaper, overall I would say it's going to be the best one, I would say, in terms of pricing and what you get with it. Do you plan on buying LG G6 this week, or sorry, in 2 weeks when it comes out on April 7th? Do you guys plan on pre-ordering it right now, or are you kind of, I don't know, I'll wait to see what Samsung has to offer or what other manufacturers will offer? Let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, we have confirmation on the release date for the Galaxy Tab S3, and that is next Friday on the 24th, or this Friday rather, on the 24th. It is officially coming out. I have already ordered mine, so hopefully we will get it soon, in a couple, in less than a week now. So we will be reviewing it, we'll be going through it and going through the paces. Let me know, what do you want to see this compared to, and how everything is working out overall. Let me know what you want to see this compared to, and what do you want to know if this can, what it can do. Now it's $599, which again I feel is too expensive for what you're getting on here, honestly. But we'll have to see after I review it, after I get a hands-on, if it's worth it for the price. Maybe I can change my mind. Maybe I can do a lot more once I have everything there. So, very curious to see that. All right. Again, I just want to say really quickly that I do apologize for the issues that we had earlier with audio. Again, very sorry about that. Again, this is because, for those of you who weren't following me earlier this week, my computer actually died. So my hard drive that powers my computer officially died. So I had to get a new hard drive, or solid state drive, completely power it, do all of that. And because of that, a lot of things I'm still kind of repairing and fixing along the way. Overall, that is going to be the biggest thing for it. Whether or not I can get everything together, and hopefully it's better now. The audio is okay. Sorry again for that issue earlier. All right. Now let's get to the questions that you had. Ask your questions in the comment section down below, and I will answer them before the end of the show. Hello, are you getting the S8 or the S8 Plus? And what do you think of them, and what features do you like of them? We will be getting both devices, the S8 and the S8 Plus. We will be getting both devices for the studio. However, what's going to replace my daily driver? My daily driver is the S7 Edge, so the S8 Plus would be the one to replace it. Get the S8 Plus, S8 battery too small. Well, we don't know the official battery yet, but if the speculations are correct, then yeah, it's a bit smaller than I tend to like, at least. What color of S8 Plus are you going to buy? I have to see the official colors to really get a go at. I am not going to lie, I missed the blue from the Note 7, so that is at the top of my list. If they have a blue, I might just get it. Is the AT&T Galaxy Note 4 a good phone? The AT&T Galaxy Note 4 is a good phone, but it's a bit dated now, you have to understand. Overall, it's a good phone, yes, but is it dated? Yes, as well. Is there a Galaxy Note Edge? Yes, the Note Edge was the phone that came out right after the Galaxy Note 4. The Note 4 came out in October, and the Note Edge came out at the end of November, if I remember correctly. That is when both of those items came out. That was the Galaxy Note Edge. There has never been another Edge phone until the Note 7, which of course makes it now there's only one Edge phone for a Note series. And there's a lot of audio stuff. Okay. I know a few colors have already been leaked, but what other colors do you think will be released? If so, will they all have black fronts? I'm actually against the black fronts. I know some people like it because it makes it more look like an infinity display. That especially when you're watching a movie, it just makes it look seamless, right? I don't like a non-black front I don't like a black front, to be honest, because I want it to match whatever color I have. If I have a blue phone, I want a blue front. If I want a silver phone, I want a silver front. That way, the color shines even if I have a case on it. So that's my interpretation of it. But I definitely understand for when you view things like a movie or YouTube or anything along those lines, it does look a lot better with a black front. But then just get the black color. Audio is good now. Where are you going? You dressed up nice. Thank you, thank you. Actually, I was dressing up because I'm going on a trip this weekend, and I will be wearing this, even though I have to fix this tie. I will be wearing this on my trip, and I was showing my wife how it looked like, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my show in this. So yeah. Still need the bar under here, and then I can make sure people pay for what they did to my dog. Those of you who watch John Wick get that reference. Nothing actually happened to my dog. All right, everyone. Still talking about the audio. I look like an Undertaker. I mean, that's the style. It's actually going for John Wick, so if you haven't seen that. You should. Why did I hear? Do you agree the HTC Ultra was a flop? Yes. Yes, the HTC Ultra is a flop. I will be doing a should you buy it video on the HTC Ultra. I had planned on doing one last week, and then everything happened with my computer, so I couldn't do any videos. But I have several videos I am uploading tonight, and they will basically come out as the week goes on. So, that being said, that's what's going to happen. Each day we'll still get videos coming out all the way through Monday to Thursday. So we'll still have some videos. I have a review for the Jaybird headphones that's coming out. I have a review for some other products that are coming out. Unboxing for the Huawei P10 we just got in the studio. So some devices are coming, and some videos are coming all this week. So yeah. I heard all the colors were black in the front. Again, the pictures we saw earlier today were not black in the front. So we're seeing some contradictions. Again, we have a little over about 10 days before we get the announcement, so then we'll know for sure. I'm hearing strong rumors, all black fronts. I've heard equally mixed rumors, to be honest. I'd probably expect the purple color is shinier and glossier. I expect the purple color to be shinier and glossier too, because for instance, like my wife loves purple, it's her favorite color, but she wants shiny. And I feel like most, I would say purple is mostly favored by girls. Although some guys I know that do like purple as more for like suits and stuff like that. But when it comes to that, it has to be shiny purple. It has to be the right purple. Apparently there's a million purples, which I found out when I got married. Plum, all this great. Black sky, orchid gray, arctic silver are the only colors. That is a strong rumor out there as well. Although I will be pissed if there's no blue. Do you think 1000 FPS is a gimmick? I don't think it's a gimmick. It definitely does it at a better quality than what we had before. However, you have to really have good lighting, and you have to keep it insanely still. I heard S8 850, S8 Plus 950. That is going around. I think that's too expensive, which I went over last week when we went over the pricing. I think that is too expensive. That is around what we're hearing. I think at most it should be 800, 900 though, in my opinion. But it also will depend on what country. Excited for Insane Slow-Mo. Gonna use it on my friend's bloopers. That's always hilarious. 1000 FPS at 1080p. I doubt it. I think it's gonna be at 720p. Most slow motion is recorded in 720p. Any Samsung Pay updates on the S8? What do you think the bundled will be with S8 at launch? I'm not sure what it's going to be, to be honest. I mean, you know, Samsung's done BOGOs before. Samsung's done Gear VRs for free before. Samsung's done the watch for free before. It could be one of those. It could be none of them. Who knows? I'm curious to see what they're going to do. I just hope T-Mobile gives a year of free Netflix, because I haven't paid for Netflix in 3 years, and I want to keep that going. As for Samsung Pay updates, again, that you might be able to use your iris scanner or face recognition to pay. Android 7.0, my AT&T sucks, lags, and has the strange reason I can't get my live wallpapers. It's just not Samsung wallpapers. Help me with the last part. Well, here's the thing I would try first. It could be that when you were updating it, if you had a bad internet connection for even a second, that could have messed up the update and it's not working properly. How to fix that would be, unfortunately, backing it up with Smart Switch on your computer, PC, or Mac. Back it up to the computer, reset the device, and then install with Smart Switch. It will save your home screens. It'll save all your apps. It'll save all your app data. Everything should be perfectly fine. So hopefully that will help. But that's what I would say first and foremost. That's typically what happens when an update causes issues. The other thing you can do is, make sure if you have a memory card in there, it's a high-speed memory card. If not, take it out and see if that helps. That definitely causes a lot of lag and overheating even. Hey, what's up, YouTube tech guy? How is the new computer doing? Definitely a lot. But oh wait, do you mean the computer I built or Razer? Because Razer did send me a laptop, and that one has been really good. I'm gonna test it out. I'm actually taking it for my work week, so I'm gonna be testing it out and seeing just how really good it is. Looks like a G6 will be a great phone this year. I think the LG G6 will be a great phone this year, but LG really needs to kick up marketing in order to grab people to gravitate towards it instead of Samsung, since Samsung will announce their phone before LG comes out, and I think that's really going to hurt it. Compared to an iPad Pro, okay, I will compare the Tab S3 to an iPad Pro. Do you think Bixby will be good? I'm hoping Bixby will be good, but I cannot say. It's really an interesting thing of how good will Bixby be. It will use standard RGB layout. Yeah. Is the S8 worth update from the S7? Well, we don't know yet because we haven't had it released yet. So, judging by all the rumors, it looks like it will be. I'm more curious to see what camera updates. That's one thing we haven't really heard much about. What camera updates? How is the S8 camera better than the S7 camera? That's what always gets me really excited personally. So that's what I'm hoping to get in this device. No G6 for the US version, gets no DAC and only 32 gig internal. That is true. There are 3 different versions of the LG G6. If you live in the US, you're getting the wireless charging. If you live in Asia, you're getting the DAC. And if you live in Europe, you're getting the 64 gig model. But you can only get one of these features, not 3 of them in any given country. Expected megapixels on the S8 Plus. As far as we've heard, it's still 12 dual pixel. That's it. If you have an S7, wait for the Note 8. It depends. Why did you change your YouTube name? Oh, this was done a little while back. We do have a video on it. It's actually the main video on our channel. So go ahead and after this is done, go ahead and check out the main video on our channel and I explain it more in depth. But basically, we started reviewing tech that is not mobile. Smart home stuff, we actually have our first smart lock that we're doing when I come back next week. So that will that review will come up then. So we're doing a lot of smart tech that's not a mobile device products. So for that reason, that's why we're doing it. How's your diet going? It's going pretty good. I actually fit into this suit, which it's a newer suit, but it was tighter 2 weeks ago. I did get it fitted. However, none of the changes were done to the waist, and I fit much better in it now. So doing good. I did not get to weigh myself as I had to help my cousin that was in town from Vegas this week, and I had to help him buy a car. I'm really good at getting car salesmen to lower their prices, and that's what I was there to help him with today. So that was really great to help him with that. But unfortunately, that took a lot of my time this morning, and then I had to immediately come back, get ready for my trip this week, and get everything together for that. So yeah, that's why I did not get to weigh myself today. I didn't really eat today. I'm going to eat dinner after the show even because I haven't eaten yet. So I'm a little hungry as well. For $850, the S8, you get a $500 phone with a $350 hype fee. I like that, actually. The hype is real, though. The hype will be real. Do you recommend the LG G6 or V20 from the LG G3? I recommend the G6. I think it's a far superior phone to the V20 overall. Maybe not when it comes to battery life. We'll have to wait and see about that. But I think the camera was way better attention to. It doesn't have the DAC of the V20, but it does have the recording quality that the V20 had. So overall, I feel like the G6 is going to be better in the long run and get more updates than the V20 did, or will. How many pounds are you right now? Yeah, so again, I did not check, unfortunately. However, I will say this, my suit does fit better now, so I really do appreciate that. Um, black fronts hide sensors. Well, yes, that is true. I wish that the G6 comes in different colors and the next series as well. We'll have to see. I really do think that the LG did, they did 3 colors this time around. I believe I want to say 3 colors. Overall, it's something that I feel like carrier manufacturers should start getting 4 different colors, just so that you can have different variations for different kind of people, and that way you don't see the same color everywhere. It's a benefit for manufacturers and for people. I'm due for an upgrade in August. I'm trying to decide whether to just wait for the Note 8 or the V30. Would you actually wait for those devices if you were me? Well, your upgrade is in August, so the Note 8 will come out in August. So you're not really waiting. However, the V30 won't come out till October. So that one you will be waiting for if you want to wait for that. If I were you, I mean, you could not need to wait and just get that one. Get the V30. I love my V20. I can't wait for the G6 or the LG V30. You skipped my question. I didn't see your question. Was it lost in the shuffle? Richard. Do you recommend going to T-Mobile One plan or sticking to the grandfather plan Simple Choice? It depends. Have them take a look at it for you. And if you get a good T-Mobile person, I personally would only go to a corporate store. There are third-party stores, and they can be good. I've met really good ones in my time, but they can also be horrible. One actually scammed my brother and got him to get a new line when he just wanted an upgrade. So they can definitely not be good at the same time. Overall, I will say this. With that being said, you are going to want to take a look at which is beneficial for you. I went to a T-Mobile after this whole one plan came out and said, hey, should I switch my family to it? And each time they did an update, I asked that too. And I asked, and you know what? They pulled the numbers, and it's like, I mean, look, they'll all be unlimited data, which they're not right now, but you're paying this much more. And I don't really want to pay more since they don't really need that much more data than they get now. So it's not really a benefit for me to up their plan if they're not going to utilize it. So for me, I'm the only one that needs fully unlimited data on our plan. And my wife, my mom, my brother, my dad, they don't need unlimited data. They're usually fine at 2.5 gigs, which is what they currently have now. All right. Now I'm trying to find that because I had to find Richard's question. Okay. Is Purple S8 be released in the US? That is the question, right? Is the S8, if it comes out in Purple, will it be released in the US? As of what we're hearing right now, no. If there is an S8 in Purple, it will not be released in the US. Could that change? Could that be different? Absolutely, but we'll have to wait and see. You look sharp. Well, thank you, sir. Any updates on the speakers? Will they be Harman? Will there be a headphone jack? They will not be Harman. They will be AKG, which is a company, I believe it's a European company, but they are known for their speakers overseas, not necessarily in the US. They actually make the speakers for the Galaxy Tab S3, and they will make the headphones on the S8. However, we do not know about the speakers themselves, but no Carn yet. So what do you like to see in smartphones? Always, I would say the 2 biggest things for me in this world of smartphones is camera and battery life. Those 2 are a must for me. Now, I have gotten used to probably the third thing, honestly, that I would look for, which is not for everyone, is wireless charging. That is a must for me now. I really do need wireless charging, and of course, fast charging. But I will say this. Overall, battery and camera are the 2 biggest things that most people would want. And that is what I go off of when I rate what's the best smartphone of the year. The best smartphone of the year is generally going to have the best battery life and the best camera combination. And that is one thing to always look out for. When I vote the best smartphone of the year, they're always going to have that combination every single time. The Note 7 was the best one of last year, and the battery life was amazing. I traveled all through Europe, never needed to charge during the day, and it really did everything I needed it to, even when taking a million photos over there. So really amazing and really great quality photos that I definitely miss. Oh, not sure why but is the other channel called the YouTube Tech Guy Lab? Oh, YouTube Tech Guy Lab. So there's Tech Guy Labs, which I did know about. And this guy was called the Tech Guy long before me, don't get me wrong. But he does mainly Twitch, and he does some stuff on YouTube, but really does Twitch. And when I was trying to decide what to name the channel, I wanted to dedicate it to YouTube because that's where I do most of my stuff. I don't plan on going, doing the Snapchat route or doing the Instagram route or anything. I mean, I do stuff on Instagram, I do stuff on Twitter, I do stuff on Facebook, but most of my videos will always be on YouTube. So that's what I use for the name and the branding, the YouTube Tech Guy. But no affiliation. If the S8 has facial recognition and iris scanning, you probably won't use the fingerprint scanner on the back. That's what I'm hoping, because honestly, I still think it's a horrible idea to move the fingerprint scanner to the back in that position. Best phone out at this time, I could use your opinion. Are you saying 2 weeks from now or right now? Right now, well, the G6 is announced, so you have to cancel that one. The S8 is announced, so you can't go with that one. Then it's from the ones from last year. So you're talking about the OnePlus 3T, the Pixel XL, and the Galaxy S7 Edge, and the iPhone 7 Plus. Those would be the 4 you're deciding between. But when newer phones are coming out fairly quickly and that are going to be much better, why not wait? Yep, I was talking about the Razer Blade. Oh, yeah, the Razer Blade. Also, how is the color reproduction on the Tipron Servio? The Tipron has done a good job of it, but it does really have to be dark. The color reproduction is actually not bad at all. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's definitely not bad. It's closer to a plasma than a LED, if that makes sense. Kind of like faded neutral, like what you're getting is what you're getting on the screen, but not as much vibrancy. But projectors don't really give that kind of vibrancy of an LED. So that's what I would compare it to. Ricky, you should come to Asia, especially here in Singapore. Most of the phone brand can be found here at somewhat lower prices. I would love to go and travel to Singapore or just any parts of the different parts of the world. Unfortunately, have to afford all that stuff. Maybe when we get to, 1 million subscribers, I can travel all the time and then go hang out with you guys. Do you think Android apps on tablets will ever be fully optimized and be able to give iPad a run for its money? I really feel that that and the fast updates is what's going to keep iPad as the king. To be honest, it depends on the developer, because most of the games and the few apps that I do use on a tablet work perfectly fine, and they're completely optimized for a tablet. However, don't get me wrong, a lot of them aren't. Like you think of even companies like, I would say like Snapchat isn't obviously made for that, or even something like Instagram I feel could be better utilized on a landscape versus a portrait. And so things like that I think would be much better. But it just depends on what you're looking for and what kind of things are the most important to you for what you're getting. Are you going to watch WrestleMania, and did you hear about Paige? I'm probably not going to watch WrestleMania. I just haven't. And this one I feel like I know what's going to happen. So yeah, I just I don't feel like I have enough interest in it. And no, I didn't hear about an update on Paige though. It's so funny because when I know Paige is the girl, but every time I hear Paige, I know Paige from my era, which is DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. Self high five. So yeah, that's immediately what comes to mind when I see Paige. How do people afford to destroy brand new iPhones for their channels? YouTube money. Not only YouTube money, but basically you get it fixed. I mean, you break it, then you get it fixed. I mean, the glass is usually what is screwed, and the rest of the phone is fine. So once a drop test does it, then they get someone to fix it. That's typically what happens. Behind the scenes of YouTube. Will the Galaxy S8 have Google Assistant as well as Bixby? That is a question that we don't know. One that I am very curious about. I would say yes, it's going to have both. However, it's going to be funny because after a week or 2 weeks, you're going to pick one. And Samsung might not like that result. Will you do a review on the Ring video doorbell? It's a smart home tech and something you would like. I do know about the Ring doorbell. However, I am just getting my wife to agree on me installing the smart lock. So that's a little bit that we're going through right now. So I would have to see if we can then do that. I like the idea. It doesn't really serve me as well, just because of the fact that I have a gated apartment. So I already buzz people in when I'm not there. So yes, they could ring my doorbell and I could talk to them there, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference since I've already talked to them on the intercom when they came in to the apartment complex. So it doesn't suit me as well. Will I have it when I have a house? 100%. I will definitely have that. I love that idea. But that's my thoughts on it. Is the V20 going to get Google Assistant? Yes, it will. However, how soon? It actually should already have it. Update your Google Play services. You can find the update for that on Android, apkmirror.com. You can Google it, APK Mirror, and then you want the newest version of Google Play services, and that should actually give you Google Assistant. S8 only Bixby. That would suck. I hope you're wrong, Awesome Rocker. I know you have been right a lot in the past, so we'll see. I think it's stupid for them not to have Google Assistant, and not to mention that people are just going to put it on there anyway. I might be one of those people. Probably one of those people. All right. So go ahead and keep asking your questions, guys. This might be a shorter show. I am starving. I haven't eaten really today, so that might be why, but we'll see. Go ahead and ask your questions, though. So yeah, this week we are going to have several videos come out while I'm gone. The Jaybird X3s are the first one I'm going to do right now, so that'll probably be up tomorrow. Then we're also going to have some other videos coming out. We have the some reviews for those products we got with the Smart Whistle. That one's going to get reviewed on. We have the P10 unboxing. Probably won't get to the 10 hidden features yet. That'll probably be next week or over the weekend. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what other videos we're going to have. I have like a list of videos that I have to do. Let's see. Let's see what videos I have to do. Oh, the 10 Gear VR apps. I will actually do that today, so that one will get up this week too. Cord cutter video comparison. I still have to do that. I don't know if I'm going to get time to do that, but I will do that one as well. Also, we have that box in the back that has the YouTube logo on it. I'm going to be doing that one actually, so that's another one I'll be doing as well. So yeah, that's some of them that I will be coming out with over the next few days. All right, any other questions, guys? Oh yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know why the questions didn't start loading. All right. Let's see. Where was I? What is the giveaway for this month? Giveaway for this month is the Jaybird X3 headphones. These Bluetooth headphones. Sorry, I was just charging them before my trip. These ones right here are going to be giving away. They have been phenomenal headphones as kind of a sneak peek to the review. Phenomenal headphones. I could do with a much better charger, but these are the giveaway, and I have a brand new packet of ear tips So I will take these out. These were the only ones that I used in the package. So you'll still have everything else, all the other ear tips in there. But I'll give you a brand new set of ear tips as well as all the other ones except for the ones that I used. So yeah, that's what's going to be for this month. And next month, I still don't have anything. Although I remembered we voted and there's something else coming next month. I think it was a smart home product. I'm not sure. Or was it a tech backpack? Something along those lines was going to be next month's giveaway. Yeah. You look good? Well, thank you. You think the S8 will have a good DAC in it? Honestly, no. I don't think that we're going to have a good DAC till the Note. Is the display better on the Tab S3 compared to the Tab S2? Yes and no. It has HDR, so for HDR content, the colors will be a lot better off than the Tab S2. We will do a side-by-side comparison because I have the Tab S2, so that video will be coming next week. Speaking of battery, what's the S8 battery capacity going to be? We've heard different results, but it looks like it'll be between 3,000 and 3,200 is what we're seeing about. And then the S8 Plus could be 3,600 to 3,800 again, but we're hearing different things. Debating on switching to the new iPhone or just waiting for the S8. What do you think? Well, the new iPhone's not going to be coming out until September unless we're talking about the 6 SE. The iPhone 7S, 7S Plus, and iPhone X will be coming out in September. We did talk about it, so if you want to see what those new iPhones will have, take a look at our video on the new iPhones and the Galaxy X that are coming out later this year, and hopefully that'll help you decide. Are you sad that they are putting a fingerprint scanner on the back? I was really hoping for an AI button. Yes, I was as well. I was hoping for a touch screen fingerprint scanner, but they tried it and it wasn't working as well for what they needed for launch, so they decided not to do it. Do you know about the Note 7 Alliance? Yeah, I know about it. Again, as far as I know, never going to happen. Why does LG use IPS display with all their phones? Because it's cheaper than an OLED display. Honestly, LG cannot produce enough OLED displays to make a G phone with an OLED. They did before on their LG Flex, and did they do it with one of the V series? No, I think it was just the Flex. No, it was. There was some phone they did besides the Flex with an OLED display. I want to say it was the V10 even. But that phone had an OLED display, but that phone doesn't sell as much as other phones. So that's why they were able to do it there. Do you think it will be a problem having an unusual 18:9 aspect ratio? I'm referring to watching YouTube videos with black bars viewing other content. The problem, my main concern. I actually do not have a problem with it because the main way I watch videos is with split screen. So I'm very excited for this new aspect ratio simply for that fact. Now you're going to have a YouTube screen that's going to be bigger on one side and another app that's bigger on another side. So that's what I'm thinking of. For that reason, I like it, but I do get people's concerns, and yeah, I do think it will look weird. Between LG and Samsung, which phone usually handles long-term lag and stutter the best? We've seen issues with both, to be honest. Definitely Samsung has had issues in the past, and definitely LG's had issues in the past. So I think it just depends on which phone you get and which phone you have. Honestly, this is the longest I've had a phone for the S7 Edge being my daily driver. I cannot wait to get rid of it. I am annoyed with it at this point and just want my new phone. So yeah. As a movie watcher and a DBZ fan, what do you think about the Dragon Ball? What do you think could make Dragon Ball Evolution better? Oh, let me list the ways. Dragon Ball Evolution was one of the worst movies of all time. They basically didn't care about the source material. They literally tried to rush it, so before their time to have the rights would expire, they needed to make a movie. So they rushed it. They said, screw the script, screw everything, just get something out there. And DBZ fans will like it and watch it and all this stuff. Horrible. Everything could make it better. Not whitewashing it, for one, could definitely make it better. Following the source material. Look, you have exactly, just do DBZ. Do Dragon Ball Z. First movie, Raditz. Second movie, Vegeta and Nappa. Third movie, Frieza. Fourth movie, Androids. Two-parter, Androids and Cell. You have it. Just do it. That's it. Hi, Ricky. My Samsung S7 Edge recently updated to Nougat. When I hold down the home button, it now defaults to Google Assistant. Is there a way to just do regular Google search like I used to? Unfortunately, no. You can get an old Google Play services, and that takes Google Assistant off. But eventually, it will update in the background, and you will get back on it. So that is unfortunately what it is. Any thoughts on Nokia 8 and having the Snapdragon 660 processor instead of the 835? From what I hear, the 660 processor is really good for that price range. Now, you cannot expect it to haul as much as the 835, but it's really good. Actually, funny enough, the best processor right now, until the Snapdragon 835, is the Kirin on the P10. That is blazing fast. Have you started Dragon Ball Z Super yet? No, I've not had the time. I know, I need to. I want to find a way. If any of you guys watch Dragon Ball Z Super, what is the best way to watch the dubbed version? Not the sub version. I do not want to see the sub version. I want to see the dubbed version. What is the best way? Do I have to do the Funimation like streaming service? What would be the best way to watch it? Legally or not illegally? Or legally or illegally. Have you used your VR lately? I did actually watch one of the March Madness games on there. So I watched one of the March Madness games on there earlier this week. So yeah, that was the last time I used it. So that was the most recent. Any ETA on the next Gear 360 camera will be out soon. Will the Gear VR that came out with the Note 7 work with the S8? Yes, it will. However, with the S8, you're going to get the new Gear VR that has the controller, which will be much better for most games. So keep that in mind. I would like the giveaway to be a smart hub. Like what kind of smart hub? Samsung Smart Things? Or, I mean, we've given away Echo Dots before already. Or do you mean like a Philips Hue hub? We could do that. That could be something we could do. So yeah, let me know. What kind of smart hub would you like? Can a subscriber from Asia like me win a giveaways? I don't have any problem with shipping it to Asia. The only thing I would say is that can you do the Patreon page? As long as you can do the add to Patreon, then you should be fine. But I don't know if Patreon is outside the U.S., so you would have to let me know that. The link is in the description down below for our Patreon page. You do have to be a patron to be able to enter in the giveaway. Paige sex tape was leaked. Oh, wow. The full vid? No. Yeah, I did not hear about that. 18:9 ratio. What happened to 16:9? 18:9 is just basically, it's longer, so it's going to be not 16:9. It's going to be a 2:1 ratio or 18:9. It's really a 2:1 ratio. We'll see how it works. Is the S8 replacing TouchWiz? TouchWiz has been dead for 3 years now. From the note, they just never gave it a new name. TouchWiz has been dead though for a while now. They just never gave it a new name till the last one. The Note 7 was called Grace UX. So Grace UX will probably evolve in this next one. I don't know if they're going to change it from Grace UX, but that was the name of the interface. Not TouchWiz anymore. TouchWiz has been like I said, for about 3 years now. Isn't it funny how Samsung flagship TVs are QLED and their phones are OLED? And yes, Absolutely. Samsung will never be the best in TVs again until they go to OLED. However, OLED is far too expensive right now, and no one is buying OLED. But because of it, LG can say they are the best TV on the market. Even if they're not selling many of the OLED TVs, it is the best TV out there. Will multitasking be an improvement on the Galaxy S8? God, I hope so. I hate multitasking on the nougat version of the S7 Edge. I hate it. Will my Note Edge ever get the nougat update? Probably not. I don't know if the Note 4 will get it, so therefore I'm not sure if that will get it. If you do ever get it, it's not going to be for at least a couple of months, and I'm talking about like 4 to 5 to 6 months. Cartoon Network app, okay. Adult Swim 2. A Samsung Smart Hub. Samsung Smart Hub is, I think, within the $100 price range. So, yeah, we could do a giveaway on that. I hear iPhone doesn't struggle at all long-term lag. It's really frustrating that Android fragmentation really cripples the long-term usage. What are your thoughts? Absolutely, Apple lags. You're crazy if you don't think that Apple lags, because if you update if you update an iPhone 6 to the latest version of iOS, guess what? Your phone lags. And I've been around the phones, and yes, they do. It's always the misconception of Apple, like, oh, Apple is so superior, and that's it. No, Apple has a lot of lag issues too. They have a lot of crashing issues. I have never, every single iPhone that I've used, the first 2 weeks that when they released it, the first 2 weeks, I test an iPhone, I put it through the ringers. Every single time an iPhone crashes, every single time. And then I have people tell me, oh, I've never had an iPhone crash on me. They don't crash like they do on Android. Bullshit. Maybe you're not a power user. I am a power user. If you had Android users on iOS, then you're going to get crashing and lagging and issues. It's just the difference of users. iPhone users use their phone a lot more lightly compared to an Android user. A high-end Android user. Do you think Samsung will reduce the S7 Edge price? Yes. Although most carriers have already dropped the price over $100. I think most price points are around $600 now for the S7 and $700 for the S7 Edge. Try AdultSwim.com for illegal Dragon Ball Z Super. And have a cable provider login ready. Thanks, awesome, for answering the questions. Thank you very much. I'm getting mine as soon as the S7 Coral Blue color. Oh yeah, you had asked about the color. S7 Coral Blue. Again, that's my wife's phone. She loves it. All right, guys. Do we have any more questions, or are we calling that a show? All right, I think we'll call that a show, guys. Thank you, as always, for watching. Again, I have to say I'm sorry for the audio in the beginning. That's what happens when your computer dies on you in the middle of the week and you're forced to restart everything. Thank you again, always, for watching. Make sure you give that like, thumbs up down below. And yeah, should I dress in a suit every week? I think actually that would be too much work. But it was fun doing it this time. Thank you guys always for watching. I really do appreciate it. We will have more content, more giveaways in the upcoming weeks. And man, will next week's Mobile Weekly be so fun for me. So fun. You'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.